Israel has become a safe haven for sexual predators and pedophiles. According to the Matzov Association, an organization that actively keeps track of reports on pedophilia in various medias and centralizes all the data monthly, that tens and thousands of pedophiles operate in Israel every year, leading to about 100,000 victims annually. Eliran Melki, head of the Matzov Association, is quoted to say, quote, "They are not deterred by police and certainly not deterred by the contemptuous rulings that come from the hands of the judges in the various courts, despite the evidence." According to Melki, the courts favor the predators versus the victims. For example, in one case, the pedophile was released without any punishment, courts giving the reason, quote, "it would harm his career," end of quote. The majority of these pedophiles are Zionists that are migrating back to Israel under the ALYA Law, which is also called the Law of Return. This allows convicted criminals and pedophiles to migrate to Israel, Jewish or not Jewish, doesn't matter, as long as they can convert to Zion. For example, Brett Ratner, accused of pedophilia and sexual harassment, was also a special guest of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the UN General Assembly in New York, moved to Israel prior to his conviction. Other predators, such as a Mexican diplomat, Andreas Romer, he stands accused of rape, sexual harassment by over 60 women, moved to Israel. In addition, Thomas Ziron, wanted in the connection to 43 missing students in southwestern Mexico since 2014, also accused of embezzling over $50 million, wanted by the Interpol. He's currently living in an upscale apartment building in Tel Aviv, and he's been living there since 2019. He has ties to the Israeli tech sector, including the embezzlement firm NSO Group, who are the makers of the Pegasus spyware. Now, those are just a few examples, probably of people that are have more money and have more clout. However, there are thousands and thousands of examples of a lot of people going there, migrating over there to avoid getting the just punishment. And that's not just from America, this is from worldwide. Now, many states have actually requested, and countries like such as Australia, Mexico, and even America, they have requested their people to be expedited back into the country of sin so they can get judged and go to court to get their due justice. However, Israel does not want that and is not allowing it for several of them and is basically protecting them. Now, so it gets heated a little bit. So right now, the Israeli Minister of Justice has actually started pushing out a law where they're saying that, and this is promoted by the United Nations, that you don't have to be 18 to consent to sex. So basically right now in Israel, the age of consent is 16. If they agree with the United Nations and push this law through, they would definitely avoid heat from the other countries requesting their people back, their convicts back, or their accused back so they can go through trial. And this is one of the major reasons why they want to push the law to where there is no age of consent. Hence, they can push back on the other countries requesting these accused criminals to be sent back to that country they were accused in to face trial. Now take a guess who we have in the IDF army.